Here we go. Hey, yo, it is yours truly, Lamore Decina, aka Mr. Cool Spot, aka the Lyrical Storyteller, aka Limo, aka backslash the
Backslash.
Gators. so,
Not
uh,
later.
yeah, Free, what's up, Free?
What's up, y'all? It is Free the Poet. I have missed y'all something serious.
Man, we've been missing everybody, man. It's been
Man,
a while. It's been a little over a year. Has it been about a year?
dang, it's been
About a
a whole
year.
year.
Yeah, it's been about a year, maybe like 13 months or so,
It's been a little bit.
something like that. November
Yeah.
last year. Yeah, is when the last
Uh-huh.
we had our last one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But we've been missing you guys. We're back. We are refreshed. We have something really, really super dope, like some super dope people that we're going to interview today.
hmm
Supermodel that's well known in the Triangle and probably across the nation. I mean, we're going to find out. You know what I mean? We're going to find out. And we also have another good brother of mine, Tracy Lucas. We're going to get to know him a little bit better and his photography. Phenomenal work. He's been one of the people that I look up to when it comes to photography. Um, I look at it like I'm a hobbyist, right? I look at
hmm
photography as just something that I love to do on the side. It's fun to me. It makes me feel good, and I have my reasons. We'll get to that. But with no further ado, let's go back to that intro, Free.
Let's go back. We gotta refresh that memory because they don't remember, right?
You
We
don't
gotta,
remember.
gotta
Let's
let them
go.
know.
Let's
All
take it back.
right, let me bring it back for y'all.
Ah. Woo! Yo. Turn the track up, dude. Turn it up. This confirms it. What I already knew, it confirms it right now. We're in a moment. It's like
I don't mean to impose, but my God, I'm just too cold. No chain, no range, and no gold. But my God, I'm just too cold. Just too cold. Just too cold.
y'all know that it's gotta be cold if we say it to you just too cold.
Oh yeah, we back,
First off,
man.
I was like, I forgot how dope that was. Though. I was like, oh, you see your stuff and be like, oh, girl.
Yeah, right,
Oh,
right, right. Man, I'm telling you, like, it just feels good to be back.
it
I know
does.
there's been a lot going on. I know this week, though, I'm be honest, though, Free, this week for truck drivers, because I drive trucks now, y'all. I've done some transitioning, right?
Oh, you a truck driver?
I drive trucks now, so I'm in the 18 with the big wheelies. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And this every truck driver know that there's going to be at least one week. There's something called Hell Week, right?
Hmm.
And I think I experienced my first Hell Week this week, right?
Uh-oh.
And yeah, I'm gonna give you the highlight. Just one event that took place that threw me all off. Get into a spot first thing for the night before, and then like get there in the morning, and they said, "Well, you can't unload until 9 o'clock." This is Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday morning. You can't unload till 9 o'clock. Nobody else is there. It's just me sitting in the lot, right? So I'm like, all right, well,
Mm-hmm.
cool. So I'm chillaxing, just chilling, and I had my little tarp. So now we're in Atlanta. You know the weather in Atlanta and Florida is crazy. It's always raining,
Right.
just sporadically. It starts raining, pouring down rain. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's 9 o'clock and it just started raining. So now I
Mm.
got to get out there and get wet, right? So my rain jacket did me no good. I'm out there in the rain. I'm soaked. My pants, my shoes, inside my shoes got soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? These supposed to be like waterproof. So my jacket
Mm.
wasn't no good. I'm just out there soaked. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I hope I don't get sick. Right. So
Mm-hmm.
then we get everything unloaded. Before we got everything unloaded, this was the worst part of my day. My big toe bust through my sock. So so I'm like, oh my. So and again, for people that work do construction or anything, when you're out there long periods of time, that's an uncomfortable feeling. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that I knew I was gonna have a bad day at that time. And then we get done with that. I changed clothes and everything. My jacket's still wet. Go pick up another load, and then I had a regen issue with my truck acts up with that. I'm just like, man, the truck breaks down because it never regen since I've had the truck. And regen is just taking the exhaust fumes from the exhaust. You guys see in the big 18-wheelers, and it captures it in the compartment and burns it, and then it
Mhm.
discharges it right after it's been burnt. My truck has never done that before since I've had it. So it's been backed up and then it broke down on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Mm.
stuck out here in Tennessee, Chattanooga, Tennessee right now at a hotel. And I guess this is where I'll be spending my New Year's. You know what I mean? So
So the silver lining that I'm seeing with this is
give me a
that
silver lining because I
the
don't see
silver
it.
lining, you ready? All right.
I don't
The
see it.
silver lining is
Yeah.
you're blessed to be in the mountains.
I'm in the mountains. I'm in the mountains.
Some serenity, some peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you're
Yeah.
able to reflect on the year. You're able to get your mind prepared for 2022. You're in a point of being able to manifest. So it sounds like
It's not all bad, right?
you gonna switch. I mean, I'm quarantined with 2 little girls. You gonna switch?
Yeah, no, I think I'd rather this over being quarantined with some babies.
Okay. See, you know, it's a silver lining.
Yeah,
But you know
yeah.
what? The cool thing is, Limo, because you are a person that does enjoy time with self.
I do.
There's a beauty in being by yourself, and sometimes you don't like to stop. You like to rip and run so much that sometimes you need that alone time. And I'm very polar opposite of my brother Lamoy. I'm like, no, I want to be on the go. So me being forced to be at home is driving me nuts. He probably over there like, yes, it's okay.
Yeah, I can take that. Yeah,
I'm gonna smell the mountain air.
Yeah.
So enjoy that. I mean, even though it wasn't the intended plan, enjoy that and let's make the most of it. It made us both be able to like slow down and really prepare for this podcast episode, like our big comeback.
True.
I'm just super excited. Can we tell them exactly? Let's start dropping some names, right?
Yeah, let's start
dropping some names. So we got this supermodel extraordinaire, this beautiful wife, this beautiful mother.
Yeah,
we got Miss Jeannette Boyd. Coming on, and we also have the distinguished photographer, videographer. What does Tracy not do?
He does it all.
And he has the magazine, Tracy Lucas. So I'm super duper excited to kind of jump into this show. You ready, Limo?
I'm ready. Let's bring him on in.
All right, the Gator. Y'all, did y'all hear his intro when he said
Gator?
He's always in Florida, people. You know, they don't know how to air right.
All right, let's bring him on in.
Let's bring him on in. Okay, so we're gonna start with Miss Jeannette. And I'm gonna start throwing some tidbits up here just so y'all can know a little bit about her before I bring her up. She started her career modeling at 44. Okay. When you see this lady, you will not think she's 44. You'll think she's like 21 and a half. You know what I'm saying? Like she's barely able to
I'll let her correct. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. But she started at 44 and she's been doing it for 3 years. So I believe she's 47 now. But she began at 44. I'm close. Yeah. I'm wrong still.
You're close.
Okay.
She's about 49 now, but she looks 49? Great. She is 40.
40 where?
I don't know. I don't see it either. Free eye.
Okay. She's been in at least 11 magazines. She leads new model training classes. She coordinates fashion shows. You know, she is a brand ambassador for Reveal Cosmetics. And this is my favorite part because y'all know, if y'all know Free, y'all know she is Team BBW. Okay, I'm a BBW. Okay, if you know that part, you know. Okay, just, you know, sometimes you gotta take some embarrassment and make it fun. Okay, so that's not BBW. The fact that she was in and crowned in 2018 in the most full-figured Miss Full Figure NC pageant is everything for me. Okay, she's my new bestie. She don't even know it yet.
She don't even know it.
She don't even know it yet. But just the fact that she likes to give back to the community, that she's just amazing in the things that she's doing, and seeming like she's just a light for people and willing to help. It's just an amazing thing. So we're super excited to have her. I'm gonna keep dropping some information so y'all can just, you know, get some inner tidbits about her. FYI, she is married. She has 3 adult children and 5 grandchildren and three dogs. She's a fur mom too, y'all. I know how we like them babies and the fur babies. So let's bring up Miss Jeannette. Let's give her a hand clap while we bring her up.
Jeannette Boyd.
Hello. How's everyone? Thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. Welcome to the cool spot. Yes. Good stuff. I can't tell you how many inboxes I got about you though. Side note. So Yeah.
That's
So
why I
I think,
specified you were married.
yeah.
With grandbabies, with the fur babies. Like, hey,
Thank you. Thank you. You guys have really introduced me in such a way that I hadn't put together for myself. So thank
Oh,
you. Thank you very
oh,
much.
that's
I
awesome.
am, for the record, 49.
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah, yeah,
looking forward to 50, and I can't tell you how excited I am about that. It's something about that next turn that just excites me. And with that said, it just makes me want to reach out and be a help wherever I can. So
absolutely.
that's just my
Absolutely.
personality.
Yeah, she has a beautiful spirit about her, Free. She's super dope too.
mhm.
She is.
Thank
She
you.
is. Good stuff. So will we bring Tracy on now? You want to go ahead and bring Tracy in?
All
Or
right. Now,
yeah,
let's drop a little bit of information about
let's
Tracy,
get
okay?
Tracy on the line.
So
Yeah.
Tracy is out of Johnson County. He was raised in Raleigh. He graduated from Broughton High in 97 and modeling school from Barbilzon in Raleigh in 98 and started doing photography in 2015. And if you've
Hmm.
seen him, come across him, you know he is super innovative, okay?
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
just such a calm, collected gentleman. Like,
He is though.
real
Yeah.
laid back, like, all right, I like that idea. Like this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
And he started this magazine as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring him up as well. Let me drop him on in. Let's give him a hand clap while we bring him in.
Tracy Lucas, what's up, brother?
How you doing? How you doing?
Good, good, good. Tracy, me and you met through a good friend of mine named Javon Lunsford, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Good,
you were doing.
Javon.
Shoot one of these
Yeah.
short films. Yep.
Shout out to Javon Lunsford, Hill TV. Shout out to Hill TV. And Tracy was his videographer for a music video. Was it the movie? He was doing a
It's a movie short.
documentary,
Yeah.
the
Short
short
film.
film.
He
We were
wrote.
featured
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, we were actually featured in the film, me and Free. And Tracy had rigged. This gave me the idea for the actual photo shoot that we did for the cat suits and the Corvettes. Tracy had created his own video stabilizer,
Mhm.
right? I think it was a stabilizer. Was it a stabilizer? Would you
Yeah.
call it that?
The camera I had already had a bit stabilizer, but I had it where I can hold it to try to make it
Like,
more steady. It made out of
right.
PVC pipe and black tape, black electric tape, and bicycle handles.
Yeah.
Wow.
and it was creative, Jeannette. When I seen it, because I'm a creative too, and a lot of times I see stuff, and I'm like, well, I didn't think of that. You know what I'm saying? But it's that kind of creative. I'm just like, man, that's brilliant. So at the Corvette shoot, I don't know if you noticed, I had a tablet hooked up to my wrist, and I had it strapped around my wrist with a little strap. You know what I'm saying? And it was hooked to the camera, so as I'm taking pictures, I could see it directly from the tablet.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
Wow.
so Tracy was the inspiration behind that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The rig I had the camera and the tablet on the back as a monitor.
Yeah. So how you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. Trying to stay busy, come up with new ideas,
Yeah.
get ready for 2022, take over.
Yeah. Nice. Good stuff. And Jeannette, I did meet Jeannette at a photo shoot earlier this year from Latoya Manning. She has a boutique called the Fashion Boutique. Fashion Speaks Boutique. I'm sorry. She punched me in my mouth for messing that up. So Fashion Speak Boutique. That's because I talked to Toya and me and her cool, and she hit me in the mouth for that. But Fashion Speak Boutique. And we had a photo shoot at another friend of our house, Narky. And it was a phenomenal shoot. A lot of outfit changes. I was the actual photographer there, and me and Jeannette connected at that event. And it was just the chemistry was just there. You know what I'm saying? And she invited me for the Corvette shoot, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. Lock me in. I'll be there. You know what I mean? So I'm excited, and I appreciate the opportunities again. And this is a good way to start the end of the year and also begin the next year. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is good.
And
Yeah.
isn't it beautiful to think how we all came full circle from different people, right? And how we're all interwoven, and that whole 6 degrees of separation is such a real
There you go.
factor when we
Right.
think like, hey, I know somebody that did this, and we all become this huge network that really can help one another and help each other.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so I think that is the phenomenal thing, and everyone is so willing and wanting to help one another and
Yeah.
really kind of build.
It's a community.
Yeah.
It's a community.
So with that being stated,
Yeah.
I have a question.
What's the question?
Number one: what are some of the places that you've been with modeling and photography and or events?
Yeah, you can go first on that one.
You first. There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna take this one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Some of the places I've been in modeling that has been significant in my portfolio is New York Fashion Week.
Okay. Nice.
I've had a chance to network and be a model in a pageant in Florida. That's what sparked my attention to getting into pageantry. Once I was able to kind of see a little bit about, what goes on behind the scenes, that's what piqued my interest there. And, the supermodel of North Carolina, that's what pulled me in off the couch. So I'm going to tell you a very quick story, and I promise I'll make it quick. I get a little lengthy. I have modeled in my past at a very young age in Maryland, and I did a little runway. It was just for kicks and giggles, and I had a great time. It was a very short time, maybe 6 months. Okay, so I came back to North Carolina. And I ran into some challenges at work, and you can never pick the people you work with, right? So I ran into some challenges, and I said I used to come home and talk to my husband about it, and he used to say, "Jeannette, act like a model." And I was just like, I don't get it. I don't know what you're saying. He was like, with a model, they get on the runway and they walk past everything, and everything just kind of falls beside them. Just do that. Go into work, mind your business, do your job, come home. I said, okay. So the next day I come back. Oh, let me tell you what happened today. He said, like a model,
right?
Like a model. So he drilled that into my brain so much so that I started to actually form and transcend into a true model where I start seeing like maybe I could model again. So once I saw that North Carolina had a modeling agency that was here, and they said, hey, we're looking for models. Miss Catherine, I can't think of her last name, Neal, I'm sorry. Miss Catherine Neal with the supermodel back in, I think, 2016, 17.
Okay.
And I said, you know what, I'm going to go and audition. And I made the cut. And out of that competition, I placed 5th place. So that's where it all began for me, of seeing a lot of the things behind the scenes and deciding what part I liked and what part I didn't care for and what part I thought I could bring more energy to. So that's my excitement. All right, you're up.
I would say for me, a lot of people know my wife is also a travel agent too as well. So we got multiple things going on in my house.
Entrepreneurship, okay.
Right.
Travel agent business. So we booked a trip every year in November called the Bikers Cruise. And one year we went to Amber Cove. And there's a lot of people, if you've never been to Amber Cove, it's basically a beach with a small town. I wouldn't call it a city, it's like a town. And the only thing you can do there is just chill on the beach. So I took my photography equipment with me on the beach with the mono light and everything, to start taking pictures of people who was in our group.
Nice.
There was this one group that was on the same ship with us. Asked if I could get a picture with them. Take their picture. Didn't charge enough for it because vacation. You spend enough money on vacation as it is.
Right.
So that picture there I did with them as a group with people who I never knew at all was probably the best picture I ever took on that trip. Plus, not only that was in the water. Water was like waist deep up to here. I had somebody else hold my light while I took the picture. It just not perfect.
Wow.
So Amber Cove, Bahamas.
That was in Bahamas, yeah. Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's real cool. I was sitting here trying to get a few things together here while you guys are going. You want to go into the next question for me, Free? I'm doing some stuff
All
here
right.
in the back office.
And I think y'all kind of both hit this about when did you realize you had a passion for modeling or photography. I think that Jeanette's thing was amazing about kind of your husband pouring that into you, right? Like even in demeanor, how sometimes he might not even know per se that he was molding you into your next role. Like, do this, think like this, because he's probably like, I'm tired of her talking about these people doing this way. I want her to understand she's better in that aspect than them that are just kind of trying to pull her down like the crabs in the barrel. But he literally molded you to the point you're like, you know what, I am a model. Like, don't even worry about it. I'm going to this shoot. I'm gonna have it. It's mine. And even down to you talking about Amber Cove and kind of realizing those passions. But was there anything else? Because I know you said, Jeanette, that you did a little bit when you were younger, a little bit before, and kind of left it. Was there any pivotal moment in you all's life that was just kind of like, this is what I'm supposed to do, regardless if you answered the calling then or not?
You know, I would say in the beginning, I didn't have that connection. In the beginning, it was definitely pure, selfish, personal kind of, you know, wanting to expand and explore myself.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until I actually started to meet the models and see the models behind stage and actually started to realize that there was a gap, there was a need, there was a desire, there's a training that was required. And at that time, I wasn't prepared to be the person to do the training. I wasn't prepared to be the person to coach or to give any type of insight or to provide that. However, I felt like if I stayed in the game long enough, I would learn enough about the background details a little bit. And once that hit, it became more of a passion for me, that it was more of wanting to protect the models and make sure that they're on the right track and they're doing what they're supposed to do and that no one's taking advantage of them. That's where the passion connected for me. So it kind of derives of where I am today of it's not about me, but it's more about what can I bring to the modeling community that can help someone else either propel or to keep them in a safe zone as they start to learn who they are at a young age.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I love it.
Thank you.
No problem.
That is awesome. Tracy, what are your thoughts, brother?
Well, for me, it started back with me and my wife. My wife was also in the motorcycle club, drives motorcycles. There's a guy who started doing photography, videography, who you guys probably know, AOJO Photography.
I've seen some of his work. I don't know him personally though.
He started doing bike parties, taking the pictures. His wife took pictures. He did videos. They put it together, made one quick video. Okay. Well, there was one day they actually ended up double booking a bike party and a wedding. You know, what's more important? It's that wedding. So he asked me and my wife to do the bike party. I did a video. My wife took the pictures. Nice. So after that event, we sat down and talked about what do you think about us doing it? Back in 2015 or 2014. Yeah. So we waited. Tax time come around. We both got our cameras. You know, I looked up what's best for video. Before then, Sony wasn't even mentioned like that. It was just Nikon and Canon. Right. So my wife, she had Nikon camera already, so she still with Nikon. I went with the Canon. Okay. The first thing I said when I got my camera, I'll make me a short film. Okay. I actually did it just me by myself. Yeah. Nice. Because that's what I'm supposed to be doing videos anyway. It just so happens when I found out the settings for video is also the same settings for cameras. So I figured I'd take pictures to learn the camera. Right. People started liking where I take my pictures, and I've been sticking with doing pictures. I rarely do videos. Yeah.
So that's what we rather do videos, but pictures are
what came to that people know for me as best is taking pictures, taking photos. Yeah. So videos is mostly like if I do like a trip or with my daughter. One day we did a video the last time it snowed, when she was about 4 or 5, her going down slide with her mom and stuff like that. Those are videos I make for those like family videos that you can find on YouTube.
Yeah.
I had done a few wedding videos, which you will see. Wedding videos is a lot harder than taking wedding pictures.
Yeah.
Because you think you hit that record button and you missed the whole important scene.
Yeah. Wow. I like the fact that you went into business with your wife, man. I think, you know, when two people come together on a business note and start bringing in, you know, that income together, I think that's a beautiful thing in itself, you know. And the second thing is,
that's where it started. Now it's all on me.
Yeah.
You got it, babe.
If I do a wedding, I need help,
like
she'll come to help. If I need help, she will break out the camera and give me a hand.
Yeah. But I mean, it's still dope though. It's good because you had that support. You know what I'm saying? So it's still there. It's just
we got so much stuff going on. You know, the photography, videography. I'm doing. She got travel agent, the limousine service.
Yeah.
Now she baking cakes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We need a whole roster of everything that you all are involved in because I feel like we're getting some shout outs here. Like we need to be able to post this, like this business, this one.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're your one-stop shop.
That's what I tell them. We come to wedding, we do one-stop shop. We do everything but cater.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I like that.
That's funny. So I have a question. Because I see the passion that you guys have for what you do. And I believe that's really what drew me to you guys because, you know, I'm a person that's moved by passion, right? Like I got to see people that are into what they're doing because, you know, I give my all when I'm involved with something. So it's like, okay, these people are serious about what they're doing. Like Tracy, you know, you don't know, but I told you in a group chat, I don't know how many of your pictures in my phone, bro. And and it's just stuff that I use as like reference points for like different editing styles, and different, you know, ways of shooting. And, you know, because you use a lot of lights, different color lights and stuff like that, which is pretty dope. And I haven't done that yet, but I like the way that you shoot. So I use your stuff as reference points. I use about 4 or 5 different photographer stuff and I have saved in my phone, you know, and I see what you guys do. And like, my first experience with Jeannette with the cat shoot and Corvette shoot, I seen her passion through that, and I was like, yo, like these people are serious. You know what I'm saying? Because it took a lot of work to put that together, and I can tell that was a lot of work, you know. But yeah, so I can tell, and I commend you for putting that together, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So yeah, so my question is, people have a sense of feeling good about themselves when they're either modeling, they're doing, you know, or being a model and they're shooting, I guess from the other side of it, you know, from Tracy Lucas being a photographer and for you, Jeannette, being, let's just say more like a mentor type, right? And the connector for models, right? For you guys, and from your perspective, like, does this give you a sense of fulfillment when you're working with people, right? That'll be question number 4. Thank you, Free. Does this give you a sense of fulfillment when you're working with other people? Because again, there's good feelings that comes with this type of work that you guys are doing.
Yeah.
So like, how does this make you feel though? Is a question. Knowing that other people are feeling good about themselves, and you know, and why is that important to you?
It is very important, especially as a photographer, because you know, if you shoot pictures of me, my first thing I do, the very first session I do, which I told Jeannette about, I got to see how you work, how you get your self-confidence. Yeah. And I try to build off of that. I want you to feel comfortable with what you are doing. If you got to bring somebody else with you, which I applaud any model to take somebody with you. Yeah. That can give you that vibe. And so it's you can tell the difference in they might give you that same look, but it's their eyes that tell everything.
Yeah.
So if you ain't got that look in their eyes, because you can tell if a person is in a deep place. Yeah. Because, you know, because some people use photo shoots to get away from the real world.
Right.
You can do that, but it's still there in your eyes. So you got to come up with an idea that can take that look in their eyes to match what they're wearing or the environment. So if they're in a deep space, I'm gonna take them to a dark place where we can go take some deep pictures.
Right.
If they're happy and cheerful, we going downtown. Yeah. Night shoot, whatever. Yeah, but it's all about the eyes for me.
Wow. I never paid attention. Well, I mean, I guess I have, but that's a good perspective, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never thought about that like that.
Yeah,
that's good.
Now I'm thinking about all the pictures I look at when y'all take pictures, and I'm like, You can tell when people seem like they're somewhere else. Like, you know, they're enthralled in their thoughts. You can tell when someone doesn't look happy. Lemoyne had me looking at people's eyes to see, like, health wise, like sometimes you can tell when people are a little bit healthier by how they look in their eyes. That's what Lemoyne had me looking at pictures. I was like, oh,
that's actually one of the things that I do when I'm editing too. I actually brighten people's eyes, like the white around people's eyes. And then because like the focus when you're looking at an actual picture is the face, right? So if you're looking at the face and the eye is supposed to be the thing that shines the brightest, but it's dim because it's like red and you're tired and you can kind of see the little veins and everything running through your eyes, and it throws the picture. So I do that to every picture now. I will do an outlining around the entire eye, and I'll just erase just the pupil, and I just control the brightness of the actual whiting around the eye. You know what I'm saying?
Also do teeth too as well.
The teeth too, the teeth is another thing too.
Now you have me looking. Now I'm gonna start looking at everybody's eyes. I already do this in real life. My friends like, you're so weird. I be like, I'm all in their teeth, like, But those are some great pointers. Just
so
people that just like photography, you know, they might not like I myself don't do pictures, you know what I'm saying, other than my selfies. But I love looking at other people's pictures and the beauty that they can bring out. And even down to like the video that Jeannette has, that cat video, it was inspiring.
Gorgeous, right? Crazy.
Can I let people see it real quick?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on, y'all. Can we talk about the fact that so for me, not having met you first and watched the video, I was like, oh my gosh, like, okay, like I love her spirit, I love her personality. And then like meeting you, it almost reminded me of theater. And not saying that you're still not open and vivacious, because you are, but you're more refined. Like when we were talking, I was like, oh, this reminds me of almost like acting, right? And I was like, I wonder if she likes acting, like, because it literally goes hand in hand. So is that like a secret thing too? Is acting your thing as well?
I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. I have had a few roles in acting. I am not very good. Let me tell you why. Because I can't remember my script.
Okay.
If I can just kind of
freestyle,
I can do it. But I can't do it twice.
Can't do it twice.
So therefore, I would say I probably am not the best person for acting unless it's just walking through or doing something in the background that have no lines. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, you embodied that cat, by the way. Just I would say that.
Yeah.
I was just like, all right then.
Right. I tell you, free. She had my
Absolutely.
inbox jumping. I'm like, where are these men coming from?
I was totally laughing at myself the whole time. Just watching myself is quite funny. And it's just like, wow, I remember that day. I remember just being completely myself and just silly. Most people probably don't realize that I'm actually a pretty outgoing, silly person. I'm trying to allude today that I've got it together.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of my background on that. It was my first video of someone videoing my photo shoot. And I think Dennis George did an amazing job. Has been one of my photographers, my go-to for many years, and still is. But I think it's fair to say with any model at some point, you never forget the photographer that does your pictures the most amazing, right? But you also want to give some of the other photographers a chance and kind of see their style, because everybody has a different style. Everybody has a different projective on how they want their pictures to come out. And I've just been kind of fortunate to run across even equally amazing photographers. Lamorne, your pictures that I have with you, they were just phenomenal. Okay, they were just phenomenal. And I think I cut up during the whole photo shoot, but that's just my MO, right? That's just my MO. And I think the same with Tracy. I think that day we photo with the cat suits and Corvettes that day. That was our first time working together. And I was trying to learn your style while I think you were trying to learn my style. So I just want you to know I'm coming back. We're going to do it again. And I'm straight Jeannette style, okay?
There you go. So
I'm excited.
It's good stuff. So we left off at question 4. Do you get a sense of fulfillment? Let's go back to that because I would love to know your take on that, Jeannette.
I do get a sense of fulfillment. Let me tell you what fulfills me. At one point in my life, it used to be fulfilling to just complete the task.
Right.
Okay. Now it's more of how did everyone else enjoy, or did they receive what they were supposed to receive out of that? Did they get what they needed to go and be a better model, a better person to help build their portfolio? And I think that's the key part for me as I start to get older in this scenario. My genre changes from being less of a model and more of a coach, more of an avenue that women, men, models can come through to get to the next step. So that's the fulfilling part for me. Like, for example, and I'll just give you a broad example.
Right.
Someone hit me in my DM last night about being a model for his brand. And that's not unusual. The part that I did not partake on was that this particular person was asking me to model lingerie and underclothing. And that's not going to keep me married. I can tell you that. And
okay.
So I said, Sel said, we're going to pass on that, because I will say again to all the models and upcoming models, every opportunity is not your opportunity. Okay. So you just can't jump and grab everything that jumps out there at you. So I do know a model that is in the modeling industry that is her thing. So I said, let me say this. I cannot do that, but I do have a model that will. Now, she's not my personal model. I've seen her. She does great work. She's very comfortable. That is the person I can give him that could help him out. So just the fact that I can merge those two together, I might not care to partake in that. However, here's someone that can. That makes me fulfilled.
So it's giving opportunities to other people.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because I can't do anything with that. And the gentleman is like saying, hey, I really got to get this off the ground. I really got to get this, my line is going to be in Target. It's going to be in Walmart. And I really need to get, my models together. I need to get my whole business front back together very quickly. And I can respect that. But don't let me hinder you. Let me help you and connect you with someone that can do the job and get it done.
Absolutely. Sam Blue tuned in. He said, what do you have up here? Can I show this? He said, amen.
We had to scroll that quote. Every opportunity that jumps out at you isn't your opportunity.
That's right. That's right.
That goes in so many different realms. Dating, whether it be job-wise.
That's right. Yes. And I think that's the key part. I work in corporate America. So, there is a certain type of look, there's a certain appeal that you have to kind of carry yourself in, whether you are in the office or out of the office. And I think that's where, you have to find that more refined thought process when you're out here doing certain things. I can't tell a model what to do and what not to do. I can't tell you what's best for you. I can't tell you what you shouldn't do. Only thing I can tell you is that everything that you do will follow you, and you have to be prepared to speak on it. I think the one thing I would share with you guys is, I've been modeling for about 5-6 years now.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to me, I didn't know that my boss's wife follows me.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. So I was thinking in my mind, it's a good thing that I actually post the things that are appropriate for the type of job that I do during the day and appropriate for the modeling to be able to promote myself. And I, because I was able to do that and I've been doing that, I didn't have any fear. I didn't have to go and take anything down. I didn't have to speak to him in a way that kind of says, hey, this was at a time in my life where it was a little wild and crazy. No, it's all, wholesome kind of communication. So I would share that with any model. Just, keep in mind, what you're doing today may not always be so transparent or transcend into your next phase of your life, depending upon where you want to be in life.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. Because Free, you had that. But some people from your job was following you on LinkedIn, though. Was it LinkedIn? Or was it Facebook?
It was.
Yeah.
It was LinkedIn. People have to. I am an avid blocker on Facebook. I will go find my supervisor and block them.
Yeah.
You know what? It reminds me, I probably need to go block right now. But my thing is only because while I've gotten somewhat out of it, I still do erotic poetry and I host erotic events. And for everyone, it isn't a very clean-cut, transparent thing. Some people understand, some people don't. And so, but I am very particular about potentially, if I'm wearing something a little bit more racy, or is it an event where pictures are not taken? Just because I don't want my supervisor to be like, oh, hello.
Right.
Is that what we're doing? So I definitely try to ensure that any event I'm participating in is one that is very classy, that it's one that is limited aspect of what's being exposed to the public, or it's very much so what I choose to, show. But I generally do that block in the beginning, like, gonna block all of you. I just, but if somebody wants to find your stuff bad enough, they can. But being in corporate America, and like for me, like finally I've made it to an executive assistant position. So I'm definitely like, no, this is not going to take anything away from this. So I try to keep my lanes very divided and try not to allow them to bleed too much.
Yeah, that's good. That's like that the little short video on the TikTok where they say, yo, they say, man, add me on your social media, cuz, and the dude like, man, I'm a whole nother gangster out here. I can't do it. It's
It's
I'm
a
a
whole
whole
nother
nother gangster.
side on the other side.
Yeah, it's funny. That's funny. All right, so it's good. This is really good. That was a really good response, Jeanette. So
What about
what
you,
about
Tracy?
I definitely had one that I was really proud of that did myself. Had somebody reach out to me through Facebook Messenger.
mm-hmm.
Uh, a mutual friend that on there, their daughter has been picked on in school about her looks, her weight, and she mother didn't know at the time that she thought about committing suicide.
Oh wow.
So she actually tried to do a photo shoot with her to see that show how beautiful that she really is.
Yeah, there you go.
So I took it to the next step more than that. This should be like a lifetime TV show in my head. Why I had it
Yeah,
set up. I had
yeah.
another full figure model come out. We're taking pictures as they come to meet me for their photo shoot, so she can see that full figure models are out here doing
They doing it.
doing things.
Yeah.
So she saw her take pictures. I took pictures of her. The model gave her some advice how she can do this, how she can do that. Then come find out, sat down, start talking to each other. The model's son was going through the same thing at his school
Mm,
with him being gay, but it was
right.
the same outcome. Now them two they got exchanged numbers, came close,
Yeah.
and it was like something that I didn't know about her family, her family with this stuff. It's just the fact that I got two people, two separate families, two separate races going through the same thing and bringing them together.
And bring them together.
Yeah,
Wow.
and just to make just take photos,
Yeah. It's
and
powerful.
that was the biggest feeling, happy feeling you ever achieve. Change
Yeah.
somebody's life about how they feel about themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I do it, man. That's because I have a big passion for people and appreciation for people, and the photography thing came a big passion for me because I can see how people light up in the midst of the session. You know what I mean? And I try to
Mhm.
just be as interactive as I can. And Jeanette will tell you, because me and her have a lot of fun when we shoot. And I'm just interactive. And I just like to be able to bring somebody from a bad space or a bad day to having a good time and to capture those moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think that's monumental, man. I love it. I love it. So yeah, that's man, it's I just feel like for anybody that's going through anything that's as a model and even if they are just using it as an escape to get away from, people they can't be afraid to get out here and network and get with
mhm,
people that are actually trying to like get work on themselves constantly. Cause I think there's a lot of people that are out here that are just trying to just get away, get away, get away, but
yeah,
we're missing the fact that I got to work on myself and take some time to work on me at some point. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And I think that's going to be the thing that, like, I would love people to take away from this, even if they are just, again, using it as something just to escape. Cause that's what me and Free were like. We took a break from the cool spot. Lord, no, this is our baby. You know what I'm
The
saying? Like,
baby.
this the cool spot is the baby. So it's like, but we took a step back so we can work on self and start working on some other areas in life that are actually, for one, get ourselves spiritually, mentally, and and prepared for this whole thing. And for two, financially too. You know what I mean? Because as a dreamer and people that are dreamers, we feel like all we need is a good idea and people are going to flock to it. And that's not always the case. You
no,
know what I mean? So if
Take
you
the
don't have
capital.
right, so if you don't have the capital to fund your own vision, sometimes it's
Yeah.
really, really hard to actually get out there and just blow like you want to blow and move like you
Mhm.
want to move. So you got
Mhm.
yeah,
to get out here and do something different and step away from what you love for a season. And it's
Yeah.
okay. You know what I
It's-
mean? And that's totally okay. Step away from what you love for a season, work on yourself, and Freya contest to this. Like I've gone through it for the last 3 years, the last quarter of each year, the last 3 years, I stepped away.
yeah,
And every single time, because I'm always busy, I'm always on the go. Every time I've done it, it just seemed like all hell breaks loose, right? And it's not that it's a bad thing. These are just areas in life that we need to be putting a little bit more focus towards, right?
Yeah.
So it's a spiritual thing, is what I consider it, you know. And if we're oblivious to what goes on spiritually around us, then we just go through these cycles over and over again, man. So yeah, definitely.
It's kind of like what they say, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Yes.
And that is where I kind of
Yes.
have to say I agree with you, where, you know, I can't really do what I do to the fulfillers. However, I have to stop and take a moment and just kind of pour into me, kind of do for me.
Yeah.
And then once I can get myself to a certain extent, then I can reach out and help others. So I don't know if you guys know that there was a phase where I've tried to retire. Maybe twice already. I've tried to retire. But I'm a piece of work over here. So but yeah, for the most part, I try to retire, but there's something that draws me back into it. But during that time of saying, hey, I'm out, it kind of gives me a chance to refocus, reset, kind of readjust with the world, what's really going on. Because at the end of the day, this what I'm doing is helping, but I have to ask myself, who is it helping? You know, and then I have to ask, okay, is helping outdoors people, but is it helping indoors? Is it helping in-house? And where can I better utilize my time? And once I address that, and I say, hey, the house is good, everyone's good here. Okay, now I can venture back and do a little bit more. So it's a balance. It's a balancing act, and that's what I've learned over the years. It's just trying to make it work. And if it doesn't, you know, it's okay. Like you said, it's okay to step back and just say, we'll take a season off.
Yeah. And once you get back into it, like now we're getting back into it, it's like we're just about picking up where we left off. Like nothing's changed. Everybody's still doing the same things. You're not missing anything.
No.
We're back at it as better people now, but everybody's still working the same. I'm like, I should have did this a long time ago.
Right. We should have and I think a lot of stuff is fear, right? Fear of not being consistent, fear of people not wanting or being interested. But until we're the best versions of ourselves, we're not going to be as good to anyone nor to ourselves.
Yeah.
And like I'm a month into my 7th month break from social media. So like I'm not coming back till June. So this is the most anybody's gonna see me on social media. I'm not gonna be on my page. And so I was like, Limo, you can do it, but you gotta stream it because I'm just signing on StreamYard. That's it. But it was for me because I was just like, look, I need to address my health. Like why I don't have, I guess, outstanding major issues. I'm just like, hey, I need to work on dealing with chronic pain. I need to work on these things. And I have to set a boundary for myself because like you said, pouring from an empty cup, you'll continue to pour. And if you're a gallon-sized person and you're dealing with someone or other people that are quart-sized people, they're never going to feel you back the way you need to be filled until you start inward filling yourself. And I'm at that point. So when you said that, I was just like, because I mean, that's where I am. I'm just kind of like, all I got is me. And my buttercup, my Mads, and we harass Uncle Limo every day. Uncle Limo, like that's our balance. And I'm just like, you know, between us and family, I'm just like at this point, this is where I am. But the cool spot for me is such a relieving place. Such a place of love because we're always building with such great individuals and learning things. And so I was just like, this to me is therapy. You know what I'm saying? Really getting it, even how it tied into, and we started talking about mental health, about the babies that were talking about suicide. And I was like, let me go ahead and drop that number down there. So just in case anybody needs it, it's 800-273-8255. Because if nothing else, what we've all said is that mental health is important. Having fun is important. It's important to have a balance in everything with working, with networking, and it's okay to take time for self.
Yeah. That's why I said this next year I'm just going to stop doing photos on Sundays so I can spend time with the family. I missed a lot of that last year, so next year I'm not doing anything on Sundays.
Yeah. No photos on Sundays.
No photos on Sundays.
Okay.
And I think that was important for me to bring the Catsuits and Corvettes event together. We had already been quarantined or had been home. You know, the world was shutting down and we had kind of gotten to a point where the world is trying to open up again and function back as we were. And I just thought, this might be the best time to get people out before we go into shutdown again. And that's what made me think about it. Now, from a timing standpoint, November wouldn't have been ideal for me. However, I knew that we didn't have a lot of time. I personally feel by January, February, the country will be back on shutdown again. And I said this was probably the best time to kind of pull everyone together, get some models that wanted to come out and get out the house, dust off some of their costumes. Knew the vet guys. I'm a part of the crew, so I knew they were all ready for an event, and kind of springboard us right into some of the parades that the Corvette teams do. So I was just like, why not bring everyone together? And when you start thinking about the photographers, and it was like, let's do something different. So that's where I kind of came up with the idea of wanting to just kind of pull everybody together. Let's just make it a day. Let's make it an event. And just invite everyone who wanted to come, and let's make it as big. And I think that was the key of having, extra staff, having security, team, having, the photographers, and enough space that they could spread out, the cars that came. It was really a lot. But I think because it seemed that majority, if not all, had a great time. And got some amazing pictures out of it. So that just made my heart sing. And when I came up with that idea, my first thought was, okay, now let's think about, let's make it worthwhile. And how do I make it worthwhile to a model to come out?
Yeah.
We put them in a magazine. Well, I don't have a magazine, but guess who does?
Tracy Lucas.
That guy
right there. And I was so surprised that you asked me to do it. He be a part of it. I'm like, you sure you want me?
I knew I had the right guy. And then once I saw some of his work, because at that point I had never worked with Tracy, but I saw his work and I said, this is the guy that I think would be amazing to just have a magazine with just Corvette cat suits event. And he said yes, and I was so thrilled. So I'm totally excited about that. And then from there, I said, okay, let's think about another layer. How do I layer that into something even more dramatic? And I think this is the part where I went for the swimsuits. It's 37 degrees outside, model.
It was cool.
If you choose to want to put on a swimsuit and take pictures in front of the Corvettes in your swimsuits, that option is on the table. This is not mandatory. It's on the table. And with that said, we had 12 models that said, nope, I want to be in that calendar. So what I was going to use that for is, for the models that were in the swimsuit, they will have the opportunity to be in the calendar. So we created a 2022 calendar with the swimsuit models. So that has been going very well. I think the sales on that is chugging along.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'm excited. I'm more pleased with the models that actually said, hey, Jeannette, I want to do it. I did not anticipate there being no more than maybe 3 or 4, but when 12 actually said they wanted to actually be in the calendar, I was just over the top. Now to see those pictures, amazing.
Amazing.
The ladies are beautiful. The photographers captured it. You guys are amazing. You did everything that I anticipated for that day, and I cannot thank you all enough. I hope all of the models, the photographers, the security, the staff that helped with the models, the makeup artist that was on set, the event, the lady who set up their whole little dressing room on the spot, everyone that helped and coordinated to make this successful, the DJ, everybody. I just couldn't say thank you enough to everyone who came out. The biggest part for me, and I will close with this, is everyone was there on a voluntary basis. No one got paid. This was on the strength of everyone pulling together their own talent and coming to the table for a bigger cause, and that meant a lot. So thank you to everyone who participated and made this. I also would like to share, I just got my magazine.
Right.
I ain't got mine yet.
So thank you.
I got mine, but I'm stuck out here in Tennessee. Yeah.
Hold on. Just a sneak peek, y'all. Y'all see
Hold
him?
on, Free. Hold on, Free. Don't go there yet. Not yet. I want. Jeannette, could you tell people about the car club that you in? Because you're in the Corvette club, right? Remember?
Yes.
So what's that about, real quick?
Real quick, it's a bunch of African American men and women that own Corvettes that we kind of hang out together. We are a crew that we are not a part of. It's a community, and it's not. It's very relaxed. It's very open. We have approximately, I think, if we round everybody together, we probably have about 40 Corvette owners. That's a part of the group. We don't always show up to all the events. We are work together with trying to provide toys for tots. We do different events to the parades. We're in a lot of parades in Goldsboro. A lot of the smaller ones. We have been in Durham Parade. We have sponsorships, so whoever sponsors us, we show up and we make sure we're there. We take trips to Myrtle Beach or to the mountains together. So it's just pretty cool to have, a nice little 10, 20, 30 car convoy up and down the highways. And so it's exciting. We get together at least once, twice a month.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I wanted you to plug that real quick because I thought that was phenomenal. That's when I got to meet was it Danny? I was with Danny at the car that I was at. And Bobby. I said Danny. Bobby. Who's Danny? But Bobby. Yeah, but Bobby, he was really, really cool. And so we've been keeping in touch too, touching base from time to time too since then.
Good.
Which is really good.
And that's what it's about, networking. Because you never know when you may have an event, that you may need a Corvette and you may need his Corvette. Hey, you got that connection now that you can reach out to him, or vice versa.
Yeah. So that was good. I want to get Tracy's input on that last question. Then we're going to go over some pictures from the magazine and the calendar, and we can kind of do like a little quick review. You guys let us know what your thoughts are with the pictures that we're going to show, and how do the pictures make you feel? Let's go with that, right? So Tracy, with that question, the largest event you spearheaded, what's your experience, brother?
I would say I have put together 2 night shoots.
Okay.
First one, I only had 3 models come out.
Okay.
I was a photographer.
Okay.
So I tried again during the summertime. I had 7 models come out. Once again, I'm still the only photographer. Yeah. The whole reason that I did the night meetup, I had a lot of people ask me, how do you shoot pictures at night?
At night, night.
So I just wanted to show what I was doing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people use flash photography, which you can get some great pictures with flash. I done shoot pictures with flash at night. And I found out using LED lights, you get more of a better look because the light stays constant. Unlike flash, it doesn't always stay the same.
Right.
So the LED lights, plus you get the RGB lights to get different colors you can play with too as well. So that's when I started using different color lights and the LED lights. Like I'm doing a wedding, I'm doing straight cool LED lights. It's like I did one downtown from the train station. I got the city in the background. That's part of the best wedding photo I ever took of it. It's my address. Yeah. And so that was the whole purpose of me doing that event. But so far, that's the only 2 I've done so far. I actually did another one. The spot me and Jeannette shot a Corvette. Lake Crabtree. That was a kimono thing, Chinese kimono.
Ooh.
Nice.
That time I had more photographers come than models. I think I had 3 models come, 7 photographers.
Yeah. But that's cool, and I just love the experience. Like I said, man, you guys, because you've only been shooting for 7 years, right?
Yeah.
And Tracy, not Tracy, but Jeannette, you've been modeling for, you said 5 years?
About 6 years.
About 6 years. But it's like the amount of work that you guys have put out and the quality of work. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, shout outs to y'all, man.
I just learned how to. My biggest thing, I had to learn how to predict myself.
Yeah.
I can ask my family and friends everything how this look. They're gonna say it looks great, but me knowing where I want to be in my photography, I gotta start nitpicking my own stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm still not where I want to be in my photography.
Yeah.
It's just. And I think that there were 3 people on YouTube when I first started who I looked up, trying to see how they do their shoots. I like the way their pictures came out.
Yeah.
Those guys, one guy for the weddings was Jason Lanier.
Okay.
He is a great. He can teach classes too as well. How he shoot this, how he shoot that.
Nice.
Watching him and Manny Ortiz, who's in Chicago, great guy to show you how to do natural light photos without flash, with flash. You know, that's watching them guys how they do this stuff, and also every single one of them I looked at, which a lot of people will tell me that I do the same thing as well. Is the angles of the pictures.
Angles is everything. Yeah. I'm working on that. I'm still working on angles. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is one thing that I noticed that when it comes to what I do, it's just try to make myself better, nitpick at everything that I do. And I also tell the models the same thing. I get a lot of new ones. I always tell them, your first photo shoot is going to be your worst photo shoot because you're going to upgrade from there.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I have to say my very first photo shoot was the most horrible, uncomfortable. And I have to say it was even more daunting that the photographer was a celebrity photographer. I missed the mark by so much. I was blown away. I think I was intimidated because he was a celebrity photographer. I think he had shot with Michael Jackson and some of the others, and I was just so intimidated of like, oh my gosh, like what does he expect of me? And don't worry, all of that showed on the pictures. It was just horrible. I think I was the worst model he had that day, and I was embarrassed. And in my mind, I said, okay, you're at the bottom, okay? Yeah. All you can do is come back and work on it and get better. And that's all I've been doing is trying to get better. And the one thing I've learned through this whole process is, you know, don't compare myself to others. Don't try to be another model. Don't be like someone else that's doing a great job or killing it. I can't kill it like her. I can only kill it like me. Right. And even then, even when I think I'm killing it, I'm really not. I'm just saying, hey, I can do better. I can do better. And that's what I think, Tracy, you've heard me say, I can do better than this. I really can. And it just takes time. And once you figure out who you are, what it is that you're trying to do, your purpose of taking the pictures. And I guess that's the key part. What is your purpose? For me, at 50 years old, or soon to be 50, I have to say, what type of pictures is it that I want to leave for my family, for my friends? What am I trying to sell? What am I selling? The one thing that I think is very important to me, and I share with people, and a lot of people don't really understand it or get the gist of it, is there are very young eyes that's looking at me. I have nieces that are 18 and 13, and they're coming up, and I need to be able to show them that you don't have to take your clothes off to be considered a model. I need to be able to show them what it looks like, not just tell them. I have to show them. And so that's what's important to me. I have to have like I said, I have an image to keep up. I have a husband that expects me to look like his wife to a certain degree, you know. Give or take. It got a little craziness I got going on. But you know, those things are important to me. What the other thing at the time was being able to show my mom and dad, you know, my pictures in a magazine. I didn't want them to be disappointed that this is the best I've done. Like Jeannette, really, You have very skimpy clothes on, or you have no clothes on. Like, so I didn't want that. That wasn't my image. And I'm not saying I'm knocking anyone for that particular type of modeling. I'm just saying that just wasn't for me. So I had to find something that represented me and what I wanted to do, and forget about what the industry is asking for. And that's the key.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So we want to go ahead and start looking at let's look at some of these pictures, man, because I had a good time.
We gonna see all your pictures or anybody else's too?
Nah, it's a mixture.
Tracy said you over here showing out.
Nah, it's a mixture. So
Okay. So in order for us to do this is what I need everyone to do. I need everyone to, in their banner, hit that stop cam button. FYI, Lima, the default picture is going to be me, because whenever one of us updates our default picture, I know it goes back and it makes ours the same picture.
Yeah,
so sorry.
It's all good.
All right. Let's start with this.
Yeah, that picture there was actually a practice shot. We were setting the light up. That's what that picture is, and it came out like that right there.
Oh wow.
Well, that picture is gorgeous.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, let's continue down the line.
Yeah, that's the cover of the calendar.
The calendar, yes.
Yeah, that's a shot that I actually took too, though.
I was gonna say that was your shot.
Yeah, that's dope.
Can we talk about this picture that was
right?
Light, you know what I'm saying? A little saucy.
Well, I was trying to bring it. I don't know if I share with anyone, but I've lost 50 pounds, so I'm no longer in the BBW category. I'm back over here in the standard model size. And so I'm feeling pretty good about coming out and sharing this new look with a lot of people that hadn't seen me in a year.
Yeah,
well, congratulations, darling.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we proceed?
That there is my very first model when I first started doing photography. She was the very first person I took pictures of, her and her sister.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing to see how much she has grown since then. I think she was in junior high school then.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's the same person, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This smile is everything, FYI.
Oh, it's everything. She is amazing.
She is killing it right now. Andrea, she is killing it. Like, it seems like every 2 days she's dropping another photo shoot. I'm like, geez, you are working.
There's another picture of her.
Yeah.
Giving us some life.
She is killing it.
Okay.
She was the only one who actually came out in a cat suit and was truly donning it in a very magnificent way. She just did her thing that day, and I'm so proud of her. I really am.
Especially when she got walking and swinging that tail.
Yeah.
She said she in the movie. She in the next sequel that's coming out.
Yeah, that's what she was.
Okay. Now we got one of the fellow BBWs.
Yeah. Come on now. Free, I wish you was there, Free. Free, you would have loved it. If you were there, I really wish you was there.
Yes.
I would have been like, let me jump in the picture, y'all. I'm jumping. I'm not propose me, but I'm going to jump in.
Well, I'm going to have to invite you to the next one. There will be more. We've been asked to come back to be in Charlotte.
Okay.
We've been asked to be in Georgia and South Carolina and Florida. So I don't know. It's growing. Let's see. I'm up for it. I just needed a quick little break, but I'm ready for round 2.
Come on now.
Well, please keep me posted, and I'll be there. Look, I'll go practice with Lamoy first. Lamoy be like, "No, Free, that pose don't work."
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Look, you know what? I'm gonna talk to him. I'm be like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna go call mom and be like, get your other son. Why you fussing at me?"
And I was happy to come do this photo too as well, because there's a lot of them ladies that came to the shoot that we've been talking about getting together to do a shoot, and they actually was there.
Yeah. All right. Well, looks like we got some stuff coming hot
Come
and
on now.
hot and ready off the presses. I'm
That's
ready.
Carolyn. That's Miss Carolyn right there. She's
Yeah.
is she 70?
She is 70.
She's 70.
She came in and worked with us. I called her up. I have worked with her in Maryland. And I worked with her in Maryland, and she was just such an inspiration. She was so beautiful. She was so kind. She was just regal. And I said, you know what? If I ever do anything, I want to involve her. And sure enough, I picked up the phone and I said, can you come and just be a part of this event? And she was like, yes, absolutely. So that's where we were able to get her there. I picked her up from the airport and took her back to the airport. And I tell you, it was just, she did.
We lost you, Jeannette.
Amen.
Jeannette?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Okay.
You're back.
So we actually was happy to have her. Okay, am I back?
Yes, we got you.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad Miss Carolyn showed up because she didn't come to play. She looks amazing. All right.
And Jasmine, the upcoming model, and her daughter is actually a part of the photo shoot here, and it was just an amazing time to get them back together. That's her. And her mother came out and was a part of the help team and helped us through it. So this is also a good friend of mine that she actually rides with me with the Corvette when we're doing the parade. So
nice.
It was good to have her to come out and support this event with me.
Okay.
Chanel is a model. She's probably been modeling for longer than I have.
She's got a whole lot of stuff. She's in a commercial too as well for a city here in North Carolina to help promote the COVID shots and stuff like that by being safe. And so she's done a whole lot this year.
Nice.
That's awesome. All right. Hold on one sec. Let me get back to the darlings. There's another picture of Chanel. That's the swimsuit picture.
Yeah. And I didn't know she was there that day. And we took that picture there. And I had a guy turn his lights on, and that was what we got.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think we got another swimsuit.
And she came from Florida, didn't she, Jeannette?
Lynette. Yeah, I think she's out of Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah.
Oh wow.
She's out of Jacksonville, Florida. That's
it's serious
cool.
when it's something that you love. You work for it.
Yeah. I like that picture. I like the editing style right there. That's fly.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Okay.
Definitely different. That's why I like it myself.
Yeah.
Now this is the oldie, but this is one of our faves.
Yeah.
Latoya, she's definitely a friend of the cool spot.
Yeah.
I was definitely surprised that she did swimsuit. I talked to her about it when she first started modeling. I met her at a meetup.
Yeah.
I let her know, be careful about some of these photographers because with your shape, everybody's gonna want you to do swimsuit.
They're going right.
Yeah, she's amazing. I actually got a chance to work with her with Lemoy on the Fashion Speaks when she had a new line coming in. So she's amazing, and she's actually I'm going to take her with me on a new venture. The gentleman who made my cat suit for this event actually wanted one additional person. So I've selected her to come and join me on a photo shoot, video promotional advertisement for his cat suits.
Nice.
Wow.
I checked out those cat suits he made. He got some great stuff. I went through his page and looked at what he had. He got some great stuff.
Got to check him out. Nice.
All right now. Let's look at Linda on the side of that Corvette.
Miss Linda came in and just shut it down. She was actually, I don't think she was one of my original models. I know she's a hairdresser. She wasn't a part of the original models that was coming in. However, she was a friend of a friend. Jeannette. And I think they said, Jeannette, she wants to model. And I said, you know what? Let's put her in. She came out and did an amazing job. So I'm so happy that she was able to come out and be a part of this, because she did some great shots.
She did. That shot right there was tough. Those right there, tough. Said, yes. Those are nice.
She commanded attention with that ponytail,
she did.
y'all. That ponytail was working, doing a little shump.
Everything.
It was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't get to shoot with her. I missed a couple models though. I didn't get to shoot with everybody that day.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
Yeah, I wanted to shoot with Latoya. I didn't get a chance to shoot with her. I thought she left. I found out she was still there. Was packing up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay,
so we had a 3-hour time frame, and I know we had quite a many models. So I just really for me, I wanted to keep the energy moving. I wanted to keep the models in front of the cars as much as possible. But what I was trying to alleviate, which I've seen in the past, is that sometimes a model gets stuck with a photographer and they've got 25 pictures of that one. And I didn't want to turn it into a full photo session with each photographer. So I was trying to keep it moving a little bit, go in and get 4 or 5 good shots in, and then move on, so everyone can kind of get the same opportunity with the camera. Sometimes that worked, sometimes it didn't.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah. And that's Queen. It's her birthday. Shout out to Queen. Yeah, today's her birthday. Shout out
This was
Queen.
my first time working with Miss Queen. This is not our last time. We have another photo shoot coming up together in about a week or 2. So I'm excited to have finally had a chance to work with her and to see her in action. So she does a good job.
She does.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she does good. She's very good at putting her style together when kind of what she shoots in.
Yeah. She has a style. She like textures, you know what I'm saying? She has her own thing that she brings together. I like it.
Very layered.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
I can't think
What's her name? Is it Talisha?
Talisha.
Talisha. Yeah.
She's one of the she's actually the daughter of one of our security officers that was on set. And she's been in the modeling group for quite some time. She always just comes with a lot of energy. She comes with knowing her shots, and she gets it done. She doesn't talk a lot, but she comes in and she gets the job done.
Yeah, she's actually on one of the covers of my magazine too as well that we did this year.
Nice.
That's awesome. It's giving me, this picture's giving me Beyonce Crazy in Love vibes. You know what I'm saying? That's what's always playing in my head, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Now, let's talk about it.
Come on now. Come on.
She ain't come to play.
I think Miss Krista and I have shared a runway a time or 2 in our past, and I couldn't do this without her. She's dynamic in everything that she is, and I just love her look. I love her confidence. She brings it, and I couldn't do it without her. So, and when I saw some of her outfits, I was just like, wow. So one of the things about the theme was Corvette cat suits. The cat suits was really all about, the gist of cat suits was just to make sure that there was a soft fabric that didn't have pockets. zippers and buttons to damage or scrape the cars, the Corvettes. So that was why I came up with the cat suit. So it would be something soft and easy to, lean against the cars, sit on the cars without any damage. Okay. One of the gist of the cat suit is that the ladies could pick any cat suit they wanted. Whatever your style is, you could be as flamboyant as you want it to be, or you could be as simple, basic cat suit wearing as you want it to be. And I wanted everyone to have not only freedom of their style, but I also wanted to make sure it represented who we were as a whole. And who we were as a whole was we represented. I had a little bit of everyone out there. I had different races. I had Latino. I had white. I had black. I had bald head. I had young. I think the youngest was 20. The oldest was 70. I had short. I had tall. I had full figured. I had petite. So that was my goal. And I had athletic. Yes, it did. So I wanted to just have a spectrum of a little bit of everything to represent who we are as women, that we aren't all in the same one size fit all. And I wanted them to show and showcase their personalities in whatever they decided to wear. And and they did that. They nailed it.
Nice.
As you were talking about the different cat suits, I went ahead to Teresa's picture because her cat suit was just, serving. That cat suit and the fro. And we were talking about the different types of models that you had.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't come to she came to make a statement, and
she did
to make it be known. And the fact that Corvette goes with her hair color,
okay,
it's invigorating. I just want to be there to just touch the Corvette and be like, "Oh, look, girl."
Yeah, she kept coming back. She was like, "Come on, let's get some more shots. Let's get some more shots." It became a session, like you were saying. Jeannette, it became a session with me and her though, but it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. And that's what I was hoping that, out of all of this, that, you do make more connections where you can have more sessions with the models that, that may not have had the opportunity to work with you in the past, but now, going in the future, you can have more sessions. You can have, I thought that was very important to kind of introduce people, the different models, to different photographers. I know most of us have already been working with some of the photographers, know the names, but not everybody knows everyone.
Right.
And I just wanted to, and the key part for me, was to keep this event a very safe event, a place where the ladies would not feel intimidated with so many men. So therefore, that is why I had the staff team to be the security team to be on deck to kind of help ensure that they are in safe haven. Nice. The one thing that I would always say is that, if you're going to go to an event like this, a shoot like this, you take someone with you, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, this was not an event that I wanted anyone to bring other people with them. So I wanted everyone to know I'm asking you to do something out of the comfort zone of what's given in the industry. However, I want you to trust me enough to know that, I've included the proper measurements to make sure that you are safe and you're in a safe place to be as free as you need it to be to get the shots that you wanted to get. And I like I said, I think they nailed it. They came out the gate hot and heavy and ready to just get these shots in. And I can't be more proud of them.
Yeah.
Miss Terry was.
Miss Terry, she's cool.
Yeah, she is so sweet. This was my first opportunity of working with her, although I've been following her on Facebook for quite some time. I think more than anything, it was really, really good to kind of see her in action. And I think she brought the shots. She did what she did.
Yeah, especially the shot I did with her came out really well too as well.
Yeah.
Now,
I can't
Tia?
think.
I have the
Tia,
names up there.
Tia.
Yeah.
I've worked with them I've worked with Tia I've been in a music video with her once before, and it's always good to see her. She's not a typical model. She is actually I think she's a singer.
Yeah, beautiful singer. She just released her first single.
Really?
Yeah, on
gotta check her out.
Spotify. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So she's such a sweetheart. Such a sweetheart. She has just a nice personality. I think she's going to continue to do well in the industry and in whichever direction she chooses to go.
That's awesome. Now we have Miss Tiffany.
Miss Tiffany is actually a model that I have. Well, she's not a typical model. She and I ran into one another about 4 years ago at a music video. She was an associate of the videographer, and she and I just connected, and we just stayed in touch. And when she said she wanted to come out and be a part of this, I could not say no. Absolutely, come out, do your thing, and she did a great job. Yep,
that's
very
awesome.
proud of her.
Now, I know you said that you had people with hair, people that didn't have hair. Baby, here we go.
She slayed too.
That's Tracy with that nice smooth hair.
Yeah, me and Tracy had a good time. It's amazing how we both got the same name, and ever since this event, me and her still been getting in contact with each other and trying to do something else together.
Hey Tracy, wasn't she nominated to be like Miss Africa?
Yeah, she won that. She won.
What was the event? Can you recall the event?
I think it was something to do with something to do with the illness that she got with bald head women. I can't.
Alopecia.
I think it's what it is.
Alopecia.
But I think it was something that had to do over with Africa too as well. That's where her crown came from.
Yeah, she's killing it, man.
Yeah, she did an amazing job. Her energy was just contagious out there. Everyone loved her. I got so many praises about how she was just full of energy, full of positivity, and people were just feeding off of that. And I absolutely loved it. I didn't get a chance, to interact a lot with each model while they were there because everybody was doing their thing. But just seeing her in passing and seeing her, she's definitely one that you would want to stay in touch with, build with. Anything else I do, I definitely would want her to be a part of.
Yeah, at the end, I think me and her it turned to our little photo session at the end too as well, me and her.
All right. Well, next time, just so y'all know, I'll be there next time, so don't worry. I'll be like,
okay. I'm ready for you.
Look, I don't necessarily got a model. I can sneak in there. I can just be an assistant. I can make sure
for you.
No, we're going to put you in front of the camera. You would do very well.
You would do good.
Yeah.
Right now, I just make Lamoy take all my photos. I'm like, Lamoy, it's my birthday shoot. Let's go. Or even with that, like Lamoy, he deals with my extraness. Like when we did a birthday shoot, not this year, but last year, I brought a whole rug outside. I brought a guitar. I brought albums.
She brought everything out
so
there.
Much
all kind of props.
Yeah, he was like, okay. He was like, all right, for you ready, huh? And I was like, yeah, here we go. And then
did you do it by a lake?
Right. We did. We
did at the what was that?
Downtown
the Tobacco District?
Durham, the Durham Bulls area in the Tobacco Road.
The Tobacco District joint.
Okay. So we were over there, and so we were in the field. We ended up getting on one of the security carts, taking photos. Like we were right.
Oh wow, that sounds.
And my daughter
fun.
was there, and she was with it all. She was like, "Yeah." She's taking my stuff. She's like, "I'm gonna take my mama's stuff. I'm gonna take this picture like her." So we had, we definitely had a. I'm actually about to put in the Shutterfly album because it was so many pictures, and I was like, I need to do something with it just so she can always have it.
Yeah.
All right. So now this is Yessie.
Yessie is. She has a. She has a repertoire that is probably longer than I can even think of all the amazing things that she has done in her past. in regards to movies, commercials, fashion shows, photo shoots. I mean, she just does it all. She's a one-stop shop kind of girl, and she does a great job. I'm just totally in awe to be able to work beside her on different events. So she's definitely one that brings the heat. And I knew I needed her, and she said yes. So
Yeah,
I probably even say she's working all the heat.
She is. And she's good. The last time I shot with her was at the shoot that week where I met you, Jeannette, and she said that she said she'd been shooting since she was like modeling since she was like 12 or something. Really young, really young. So that's good.
Okay, we have 2 more. So let me hit you with the goodies.
Zetra, aka Z. This is my little model sister. This is the daughter of Jasmine. That's also in the lineup. Z,
wow.
Yeah, Z is 20 now. She's off in college. I think she's at UNCG. So she came home. She's been modeling for about 8 to 9 years now. She's done a lot in the community as far as a lot of fashion shows, photo shoots. She's just great, a beautiful young lady that's blossoming, and I couldn't be more proud of her. Her grandmother is kind of her caretaker in regards to her modeling. Her grandmother is a previous model herself and back in her day.
Wow.
So we just kind of clicked together as a family back when I started. And the grandmother just kind of took me under her wing as one of her own. So I refer to her as Model Mom. But she taught me a lot of what I needed to know in the game of how to do this, how to do that, how to get your pictures from photographers, how to respond in regards to, that's her mother.
Wow. That's crazy.
So, so it was definitely an honor to have her to come in from Greensboro to actually participate and join us that day. And she's just growing nicely, and I just love this little lady.
Nice.
Her and her mom are just stunning.
Yes.
Yeah. I had a chance to shoot with her, and she was really cool, man. Just like okay, she was like, well, I wanna kind of do like a dramatic pose, kind of like I'm in my thoughts, and I was just trying to help her walk through that, the idea, just to kind of get that feeling and portray what she's feeling, and it was funny though, but she's real cool. Real cool. Yeah, that's what's up. Wow.
All right. We got Miss Zoe.
Miss Zoe came out, and I'm going to tell you, I loved every outfit she had on. She really brought her personality. I had not worked with Miss Zoe before in the past, so this was another model that I had the opportunity to actually meet for the first time, and see her in her environment and doing her thing. So I definitely would invite her back out to come to another event. She was good energy.
Yeah, she was also in another magazine mine as Beauty of the Month for issue 15, I think.
Okay. You're at 17 right now, issue 17 right now, right?
Yep, 17. I just put out a Christmas issue. Then I'm still working on issue 18 as well.
Okay, nice.
Well, 18 and 19, I'm working on both of them.
Gotcha, nice.
Then plus also started another magazine title as well.
Oh, you not playing. You guys are not playing.
Not playing at all.
You guys
it was Miss Jeannette that brought this on this whole Corvette catsuit shoot. It's the reason why I was starting this next magazine, because doing this shoot made me want to do more of it. So I thought I'd make a whole nother issue based on that right there. So Miss Jeannette helped me bring that out.
Nice.
Well, thank you. I'm honored, but I would say it was Tracy who brought this whole thing to life. I mean, everything that we we did, all the coordinating, all the planning, all the details that we worked through, and to get to this day and actually see it unfold without incident. It was just, yeah, it would have all been nothing if we couldn't have captured it in this magazine. It all would have been just in vain. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, Tracy, for actually creating a magazine exclusively for Corvettes and catsuits. Much, much, much appreciated. Thank you so much.
And this was just a snippet too. So this wasn't even the entire magazine. There's like 80 plus pictures in the magazine in itself.
Yeah.
So these pictures that we just went through for the viewer's sake, this was a combination of the calendar pictures and magazine pictures. Just a handful, selected few. But it's many, many more that I just left out. I just grabbed a few just for the sake of just showing you guys what to expect and what you're going to get when you do purchase your magazines. I've also shared the links in the comment section. So for everybody that's looking to support, please support, man. There's been a lot of work that's gone into all of this work, the calendar, to the magazine. We have all these phenomenal photographers that are on the magazine that you can see listed here, and the calendar, of course. But there's just a lot of work that went into this, man. And we're not saying, oh, well, you know, we should get paid for the work. I think the quality will speak for itself. Yeah. So as you guys see, great quality, the beautiful people that's behind the quality. And it's just, you know, we're a community of folks that's just trying to make things happen. You know what I mean? Help each other out along the way. So definitely support, you know, all my B1 people, y'all know what that means if you're into it. So, but yeah, so this was fun. This was fun.
Can everybody jump back on with their camera?
Yeah.
Can everybody hit start cam again?
Cam up. There we go.
Yeah, we got a new order
now.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Free. You want to close us out?
My 30-second thing, right? Yeah. Okay. If you had 30 seconds or a minute, you know, I know I'm a little long-winded too. 30 seconds or a minute to advertise your brand or what you would want someone to know and take away about your brand, take away with them to remember and to hold dear, what would you say?
It's your elevator pitch. Come on.
Look, I got everybody information scrolling. I got Tracy's a little bit shorter, so I got his posted. Yours is scrolling.
With me, I would say my brand is trying to capture the best of you at that moment. Because everybody's going to go through something in life that's going to bring you down. So you have that best at your moments. I want that picture to bring you back up to that moment and succeed to where you want to go. So having you at your best at that time, I'm going to try to get more out of you. And that, like I told you, I study people. I'm a people study, so I see how you act. If I gotta get you upset to get the best out of you, I'm gonna get you upset.
Oh,
yeah.
People watch your educator, like,
and Queen knows that I will shot with Queen. I get her upset just like every time we shoot, just so I get the best out of her.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, and some people I gotta flirt with the camera, like, "Ooh, you did this, girl. Keep it going." But you know, it's just you got to figure out who that person's with. So I want the best of you, so you can go back and show this is you here. How we gonna get you here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my thing. Even with myself, a lot of people, like I said, look up to the photos that I do, but to me, myself, I'm still down here. But mentality, I need to be up here.
Yeah.
So that's my total goal for 2020 for next year is to get from here to climb that 1 little inch. I want to do that with every single body I work with, not just do it by myself. Because you can't do things by yourself. You need a team.
That's right.
Yeah, Lord knows. Yeah.
And so, like, plenty of people came and asked me about how you do this, how you do that. I don't mind sharing what I know, because if I come up, you come up. So I have people that say they feel like you can't ask certain people questions. And I'm definitely not one of the ones that don't mind sharing. I learned it from my mother. Seeing her when she started her t-shirt business, keep going asking people how to do stuff. It just got thrown away. But when she started her own, that people came and asked her about her business, she has no problem with sharing the information that she has learned to help people improve their life.
Right.
So I want that to be for everybody. You, Free, Jeannette. To me, Jeanette's up here. I've been wanting to shoot with Jeannette for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
Thank you, but you know what? You're the one that I'm aiming, trying to get to you. You know, I'm still trying to get in front of your camera just one more time because I think I can do better than what I did last time. I really do.
Yeah, because the first time I met Jeannette was at the Four Figure Fashion Show. I was the second photographer for that pageant.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been looking for her ever since that pageant, and I finally got my chance.
Finally got a chance. Come on now. That's good.
And I think with my brand is about trust, integrity, and craziness. Somewhere I think I can merge those three together. But I think more than anything is trust and integrity. I want models and I want people to trust me in my creativeness, in my thought process, and understand that I probably have thought about the outcome of everything that I start into. The integrity is that, you know, I'm hoping I'm going to be 100% transparent with anyone, with everyone. I think that's the only way. You know, you let people know what it is, what it's going to be. So therefore, no one's upset, no one's been out of shape. I've been around a lot of stuff where you don't get the full picture up front. You don't get the full picture until afterwards. And at that point, you're just kind of like, boy, was that worth it? Or had I known that this was going to be the outcome, I probably wouldn't have participated or made myself available for it. So I think for me, I'm really big on just trying to make sure I get all the information out to people. And I want to be a person that they can trust that is going to have their best interest at hand. So yeah, that's important to me. On top of all of that portion, I'm most creative in my own mind when I can be crazy, when I can do things outside of the box, when I can be unorthodox, when I'm not held into a certain parameter. That is where I really get my thought processes going, and just being able to have people that trust me and know that, you know, I'm not putting them in harm's way. I'm not charging them, you know, crazy fees for the sake of saying charging someone or making money off of someone as they're trying to come up in the game. It's a lot of that out there, and I just want people to know that, hey, I don't gain anything monetarily. Everything I do has been, you know, free for people, for models, and I will want to figure out how I can continue that, because the best experience in life isn't the ones that cost you the most. Sometimes those are the ones that you find that your expectation was so high because you paid, and it does somewhere you don't. It misses the mark. So, so that's my little, you know, that I am who I am. You know, I just try to be honest with people. I try. I'm not perfect, but I try to be honest with people.
Yeah, honesty first. That's how I see it. Honesty first. Yeah, good stuff. Now I took you off my earpiece. Can you guys hear me good?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I had to plug my phone back up. But yeah, this was a fun show. Yep. There's the links. Like I said, we've shared the links for the magazine. Please purchase your copy of the magazine. There's a digital PDF version of the magazine. If you're on a budget and you just want to, you know, support, I think the PDF version is like $7. For the physical copy, it's about 17, is it?
Yeah.
Tracy, yeah, about 17, yep. And then the calendar, of course, it's gonna hold you all year now, and you got some beautiful women and beautiful models that's showing off their personalities. That's also available. We shared the link for that. I forgot what was that. That was the 30, I think, for that one.
25 for the regular size and 30 for XL.
Yeah, because I ordered the extra large size, and I had two because I wanted to do a giveaway. But since I got stuck out here, I'm in, like I said, my truck broke down, so I'm stuck in Tennessee. So I guess we'll just hold on to that. Free, I'll mail you the other copies. Like, okay. but
sorry, I was on mute. I like the hefty size. It's extra large.
Yeah. But I definitely want you guys to show some support. Like I said, man, these are some heavy hitters. The work speaks for itself. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of both parties, and I'm excited, man. I'm just excited to be a part of what they have going on. You know what I'm saying? Tracy, I know you to be a hard man. I just learned this about you.
What's that?
I know you to be a hard man when it comes to picture qualities, and you don't really compliment people much, right?
Yeah.
So,
to get the magazine, you got to get that quality. If that quality ain't there, it's gonna have a real hard replacing my delete button on that picture.
You like simple delete?
That's funny. But when we were in the group chat, you had complimented one of my pictures, and I got like 3 inboxes from that. Yo, Tracy don't compliment nobody's stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like,
I don't know what people say that. I compliment on quality work. If the work ain't quality, yeah. I'm gonna compliment it. If I think it's something that I know physically, that I know you yourself can do better.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you the quality of liking it if you ain't took time to put the work into it. Like every single photographer that was there, I've seen their work. So I know what they can do. Yeah. So when I went there to take pictures, I want to try something totally different I never done before. I knew I had you guys pictures to be in the magazine.
Right. And Tracy's supportive too, because the day during the shoot, he kept checking on me. Hey, you good over here? You all right? You good? I'm like, yeah. I got it. You know what I mean? I did have some problem with my strobe, but you good? I'm like, yeah, I got it. But
it surprised me how many people there that's been shooting longer than I have that asking me stuff about how they do this, how they do that. And my head like,
right.
You do this longer than me. I don't know.
Right.
I need to ask you questions.
Free, can you share that magazine cover again? Because they had the photographers up there.
I shall. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Shout out to all the photographers too.
There was actually one photographer I forgot to put on the cover. His logo was something 13.
The something 13.
What was it? He got a lot of pictures in the magazine too as well.
Okay.
Is that Richard?
There you go.
Richard Bryant?
Was it Richard? Okay, yeah. I think it's Richard you left out. Yeah. So shout out to all of them. Richard Bryan. I don't know all their names, but Photo Works, Robello Photography, Soul and Soul's Photography, Willie Miller's Photography. What is that? RK Photography.
Photo Studio.
El Daddio. And of course, the Storytellers Promotion. So, yeah, we had fun, man.
I had put the best of their last, you know.
Now look, what's gonna happen now? Don't get that man no big head. You heard that man compliment me, right?
Free. You know I go by the Gator.
I'll be over there. Yes, brother.
But no, this was fun. I appreciate you guys for taking this time out your busy day. I know it's still early in the day today. It's only like 1:53 right now. So we've been running almost 2 hours, y'all. Which is good. That's
good.
Right? Yeah, which is good. So just quick announcements. We are working on our next event for the Cool Spot. Again, we are just relaunching the next event for the Cool Spot. We are looking at putting a discussion panel together. We're going to talk about some of this stuff that's the Black homicide rate and the Black communities, and we're also going to talk about the police killing and police brutality. We're going to talk about that. So I have a police officer, which is the youngest sheriff.
Sergeant, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
He is a sheriff. He was a sheriff. Is he a sergeant now?
He's the sergeant. He's a sergeant, the youngest sergeant in the police department in Durham.
In Durham,
he's a black man.
City, y'all.
Yeah, Bull City stand up. So yeah, so he's going to be a part of the panel. And I also have another brother, and he wrote this booklet right here a couple years ago, right? And it's a guidebook to police encounters, and phenomenal short read, but talks about the Constitution, talks about our rights as human beings. It has a lot of good information, and this brother's name is Chesley Robinson, and he's the other party. So we're looking to fill 2 more slots. Once we get those slots filled, we're putting the information out there, the flyer out, and we're gonna go in on this discussion. We might have to have a 2-part.
I actually wrote a short film on about police brutality. Actually, I asked Free to do a little poetry thing to go along with it. But it's been a hole for a minute. I'm about to get back into it.
I was going to ask you a question like,
I forgot about you. Yeah, basically about Mother Earth come to life to help help the women stand up against police brutality to their kings.
Yeah.
So I need to get back and putting that out there. Well, when I get it done, I'll let y'all know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We'll plug it for you, brother. We'll plug it. Good stuff, man. So yeah, that's what's next for the Cool Spot. So for all the viewers, be on the lookout. Also, I'll be doing some short motivational, inspirational videos. 2 to 5 minutes long. We got a lot to talk about, especially with these vaccines too. So I got some stuff that's going on with these vaccines. And I've just found out yesterday that they sent a message out with my job that they're trying to bring it back, revisit this whole thing in the courts. Yeah. And about businesses being 100 people and under 99 people and over 99 people and all that crap. So they're going to try to enforce it on truck drivers. We've already been fighting against it. So yeah, I feel like it's just time for me to add my 2 cents in. And Free, I do my research. We do presentations and stuff too. So I'll be doing short videos on that coming up here really, really soon. So I think that's going to be interesting. But yeah, that's where we are. That's what we've done. That's where we at. I'm excited. Thank you guys again for taking this time out your busy schedule and hanging out here at the Cool Spot, the creative place where millennials meet. Not just for millennials, but for everybody else too. But it started off something for the millennials, being a voice for the millennials. But we see that it's something beneficial for everybody. It doesn't even matter the age, So
and
thank y'all.
And look out for 2022, my new magazine called Body and Cars.
That's right. Because you got Savage magazine, right? Is what it's going to be under. So be on the lookout.
All right, Body and Cars. I'm ready to see it.
Yeah. Jeannette, you have anything else coming up, Jeannette?
I just have one thing to say. This has definitely been a cool spot today. So thank you guys. You guys did it.
Thank you.
This is amazing. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, I guess that's about it, y'all. Thank you guys again. Free, you want to close us out? Or
yes, if y'all hang tight for us one moment. As always, y'all, it's been a dope outing at the Cool Spot. Thanks for coming to kick it with me and Mr. Cool Spot, aka the Gator Boy from Florida.
The Gator.
The Gator. Thank y'all. It's so good to be back. We miss y'all. We love y'all. And we come in. We back. So we will again see you next month. And until then, stay cool, stay informed, and
peace.
Stay wise. Peace.